Hey there, thanks for tuning into Duckbricks. I'm Chris, and the time has come. The vote for the finalists in the 9th Bionicle Fanon contest centered around Toa Chiara has just begun. But first, let's take a look at these finalists who have persevered throughout the competition and made their way to just the final few, and of course, get a refresher on the prizes as well.
Okay, this is it. These are your 10 finalists for the Fanon Contest number 9, Toa Chiara. We are now 2/3 of the way through the Yesterday Questers, and the time is now to determine the winners. But first, let's take a look at each and every one of the finalists and see if we can cheer them on as we go into the voting. First off, we have Ty wins, Toa Chiara Beyond Thunderdome. Love the addition of the red scarf, adds a really cool splash of color, and of course, the usage of the white mixed with dark blue and those molded pieces first used for Inika Hali totally works really well for the character, and it's a very unique color scheme take. Next up, we have Fritz Mock's Toa Chiara the Lizard Zapper. This one has another very unique color scheme, with a light gray, white, and metallic blue color scheme and some excellent photography. This is one of the coolest entries on the list. Next up, we have Kodiak's. I've actually gotten the pleasure of seeing this one in person, photographed it, seeing those really nice red tubes on the back as well as the weapon, plus the really cool color blend of white and metallic blue is super awesome and very fun to pose. Next up, we have Pink J97s, utilizing transparent pink eyes as well as the red tubes to showcase the lightning energy coursing through. This almost inverts the color scheme that we've seen on some of the other builds and puts them all together into one. Next up, we have Pow Jumps. This one is another one. I'm noticing a trend of using these little red cables on the back. Very cool how a lot of the builds have that. I feel like it adds a lot of color and personality to the builds. But here you have the Metal Blue, a very hard color to work with because it only really appeared in the Technic Super Battle Droid. But here it's done really well, and I love the black hands actually. I feel like it really does add an extra layer of depth to the color scheme. Then we have Jox's. Jox Builds is one of my favorite builders out there. Some incredible builds coming from this Machus, and this is super cool, seeing another great color scheme there. Moving on, we have Luhan's, where much like his winning Toa Nadiki build, this one actually does have a scarf as well, which is very cool, and you've got all sorts of different electricity coursing around it. Medium blue is a really interesting color, super cool to see that. Next up is Stuvanu's. This one is a digital entry with metal blue, white, and black, and I love the usage of the spring-loaded Technic elements there. Super unique way to build it, but one that actually works out really well. Next up, we have Kutarax, and this one is absolutely blazing with lightning all over the body. Very interesting design to have the body literally be having energy coursing through it, and I love the usage of the blue lightning on this, whereas many others use the yellow lightning. And finally, we have Sonova's, one of the greatest digital Machus out there. Sonova's Toa Chiara has such a unique stance to it, a very unique lightning staff, and I just love the editing behind the foes. If you want to place your votes, all you need to do is go over here where you can place your votes for your favorite, second favorite, and third favorite entries in the Toa Chiara Fanon contest. And of course, we will be giving away some incredible prizes, including a signed, sealed, original LEGO Bionicle G1 set from Christian Faber, as well as a host of other specialized molded masks and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Go out there and vote.
Now you determine the winners. Click the link below to vote for your favorite builds in the Toa Chiara Fanon contest as we barrel ever closer to victory. That's all for now, and I'll see you at the polls.